Yeah, Namaskar and a very warm welcome on 23rd episode, You the Nurse Talk Show. Thank you very much once again for coming and joining us. When we started the show, we never realized that we will be um, coming so far, and soon we will be celebrating our 25th episode. And on 25th episode, we will be coming on You New Nurse Talk Shows Journal. It's a magazine, so you can access that also free of cost. So, how many of you actually spend some time to compliment and appreciate yourself? If answer is yes, I'm really grateful for that. But if no, so please don't forget that Vivekanand said, if you are not spending time with yourself, then you will be losing a chance to meet somebody excellent. So we should have a one motive in our life to be a better version of ourselves. Always try to be better rather than comparing from other. We should be trying to be a better and better self. We should be our own role model, you know, and this will help us to always keep ourselves busy productively and keeping happy inside. And inside happiness is always reflected outside. So it's a high time that we should start thinking about our inner world, and our inner world is actually reflected on the outer side. With that note, I request my team to introduce themselves. But before then, that let me tell you, today we are closing our month-long theme, Nurses Beyond the Conventional Nursing. And our today's guest is a very special guest and adding glory on the show as well as a star for this whole show. And soon we will be disclosing her detail. With that note, I request my team to please introduce yourself. Krish?
Hi everyone. Good evening. I am Chris Thomas. I'm an assistant professor teaching psychiatric nursing. I'm from Mount Abu. So welcome you once again to this talk show. Welcome you, Teresa ma'am. We are very excited to hear you today. Thank you.
Yeah. Dalma?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dolma and a nurse, clinical nurse for the past 20 years. I welcome you all to our show and welcome Teresa ma'am and looking forward to our enriching session.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Yeah. Rekhadi?
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Rekha Anil Kumar, in the profession since 1996. Hoping a great session today. Welcome, Teresa, and all. Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you.
Yeah. Shri ma'am?
1 minute. Okay. Good evening, everybody. And I'm Sri Devi, and a nurse by profession since 37 years, and excited to be here to hear somebody who's gone ahead and beyond nursing. Welcome, Teresa.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And today you is missing, and we are having high regards for Uma ma'am as well as another co-member, Geeta. With that note, I am going to present a lady. I am actually short of words when talking about herself because I also know little about this lady, and looking forward to listening her. One line which is most appropriate for her, a simplicity, modesty, intelligence, and now she's pursuing excellence. That's all describe her, the personified personality, Miss Teresa Joseph. And she's such a humble lady, for everything, like not disclosing so much thing about herself, but if you can see, you can see her credential. And she, as Shri ma'am just said, that she has gone beyond, from the bedside nursing. She worked as a bedside nurse, and now she's somewhere which we all proud of her. So, looking forward to listening from you, Teresa ma'am, and thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being on the show. Over to you. Thank you very much, Miss Teresa.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Rupa ma'am, Sridevi ma'am. Uh, I feel honored to come to your show, and it's a great opportunity to speak to everyone. Nurses are doing such a great work in this times of COVID, and especially if students are there, nursing students. I feel I've got a great opportunity to motivate them. Now I'm working as an assistant commissioner in income tax. I work in the Indian Revenue Service. I did my BSc nursing from LT College of Nursing, SNDT Women's University, which is in Churchgate. After my BSc nursing, I worked in a tertiary care hospital, and I have always wanted to do my MSc nursing. So I did my MSc nursing at Government College of Nursing, Trivandrum. And after that, I worked as a lecturer there. I had done my thesis on post-operative patients after CABG. Then it was during my time at Government College of Nursing, Trivandrum, where I was working as a lecturer, that I came across the then Health Secretary, Usha Titus ma'am. So she had come to the college during the inauguration. And it was when I heard her speak that I realized that, when only if we enter policy making, we are able to bring a change. At the policy making level, we need to enter that. Then another opportunity which I got then was during, there was a commission called the Dr. Balraman Commission, which was formed to decide about the salary of nurses. You remember there was a time when there was a lot of strike going on regarding the need for hike for nurses' salary in the private sector, every sector. So during that time, there was a commission, Dr. Balraman Commission. So I got an opportunity to assist in that, making of the report and all. And that made me realize, when we are in a position of administration, we can bring a change, because that much change, when we are working in a clinical side, or, our scope is much restricted. But when we come to administration, the scope is much widened. And when we may have a lot of ideas, but we may not be able to implement it. But when we come to a position of administration, when we have policy making, then we can actually implement the changes which we want. So, these were two turning factors, listening Usha Titus ma'am speak and working in Dr. Balraman Commission's, report, that I seriously started of thinking of, writing for civil service examination. Then when I was at Government College of Nursing, Trivandrum, the campus and all, usually every year people would get selected for civil service. So that was another motivation. There were many alumni there, and the resources were available. That was when I started, preparing for civil service examinations. Then I worked on the clinical side. Then I worked as a lecturer, that is teaching. And then when I was preparing, then that was the time I became a training coordinator for the GFAT project. That is Indian Nursing Council's, there was a global fund for fighting AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria for the Millennium Development Goals. So when I was a training coordinator, I used to conduct training programs for various staff nurses, lecturers from different colleges of nursing, etc. So that was when I started preparing for civil service examinations. Then, civil service preparation, it widens the horizons a lot, because when I was a student, I never knew there were like other opportunities. So when I was doing my BSc nursing, I knew the opportunities where, you either go abroad or you do MSc nursing. Then when I was doing my master's, I realized, okay, there are other opportunities also. For example, you can go into research, you can go into hospital administration. There are different avenues. Then later on, when I started preparing for civil service, that was when I realized, okay, there is something called a GFAT project, training, a lot of outreach programs are there in which nurses can actively participate. So that is one thing I really want to tell the nursing students. Yeah, there are a lot of opportunities for us, which we have to find and we have to work for. Then that's how, I started my preparation. I got selected for Indian Postal Service. Then after Indian Postal Service, I got selected for Indian Revenue Service. Then now I attended my foundation course at Missouri. I also got my postgraduate degree in business and taxation laws. And yeah, now I'm working in the Indian Revenue Service. Yeah, that's my journey.
You are always very simple and so organized in your thought that you can actually describe your difficult journey in a simple words and make it like anybody can do it. And that's the beauty of this speakers over here. We invite
Yeah, yeah.
specifically people who's having feeling like if I can do it then anybody can do it. And I hope
Yeah, yeah,
अगर
yeah,
हमें
yeah.
students सुन रहे होंगे तो after this
Mhm.
I cannot imagine how many students is going to write civil services exam, because the way you keep it so simple, it's like anybody can go and grab it. So yeah, we really wanted to know, there's a ma'am, like what was how you keep yourself motivated during that journey, because that journey was not easy and it's not well accepted, because when you thought that you are going to do that, then people must have said ki ye kya, nobody is there already, why you wanted to do. So yeah, tell us something about those incident, if you had any in your life.
I had a lot of family members who motivated me. My aunts are teachers. Then so yeah, my aunt was very supportive. And I had very good mentors. Even my college principal, teachers, and all. Then my friends. So I was very lucky in that way. I had good mentors, good friends, and yeah, when you work hard a lot now, like there is a saying, when you want something with your entire heart, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it. So yeah, and you should have a systematic plan in place. Work hard with dedication, be focused, and you can achieve your goal.
Good. So how you keep yourself motivated during this difficult journey, because this journey which we actually described it in a simple word is definitely is very difficult. So
Yeah, yeah,
you must have seen that a student get demotivated, they started with some goal and ultimately they'll end up getting confused out of their own profession.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just tell us that how you keep yourself motivated at that point of time when you are working hard.
Uh, that is difficult to tell. See, during my journey, when I was working as a lecturer there, Government College of Nursing, I really like teaching, and I'm still in contact with all my students. Many of them are working in AIMS, yeah, different parts, JIPMER and all. So I got a teaching job also. Then I was working as a GF18 training coordinator and all. So initially it was difficult to juggle studies and everything. So yeah, that was a point when it was a tough decision to take, whether to leave the job and study or prepare with studies. Then I took a tough, the decision was tough for me to leave the job and study. And yeah, but that ultimately paid off. So yeah, so there are times when you feel whether am I taking the right choice. But if you have the support and if you believe in yourself, if you have the right mentors, and if you know the path you have to take, then you will surely succeed. There are times of difficulty and whether you're confused, but yeah.
Yeah, my next question is directly related to that. Definitely, you said half of the part, like you should have a right, mentors, and definitely you should have a faith in yourself when you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
in
yeah.
actually make a decision dilemma.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What else is your philosophy, like how what you actually do when you are in difficult situation to take a decision, ye karna hai ya ye karna hai?
See, if you have experience in that situation, you can go by experience. And when you're in doubt, always ask. That is my when you have someone experienced, experienced seniors and all. So it is always better to ask, take guidance, and if you already have experience, then you can go by your experience.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't have experience, so they should not be shy, and apni inner voice ko sunna na bhule. That's what actually Teresa ma'am wanted to say, that she has faith on herself, means she knows, whatever she is going to decide, she is going to achieve that with her hard
Yeah.
work and with her faith on herself. Yeah, I
Yeah.
request Sri Devi ma'am to please come and intervene, and if she can have any question, over to you, ma'am.
Sure. Teresa, I hope the questions I have already sent it to you, and I hope you're comfortable with them.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
before that, I want to know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wanted to know this, see, to get into Indian civil service, like, see,
Yeah.
you said that maybe we were even worse off, at least you are a little more better off. Uh, what, I mean, how do, I mean, it's an exam that probably has a lot of, I mean, a lot of preparation required. So
Yes,
how did you
yes,
prepare
yes.
yourself? This is, you've made your story tiny 10 minutes. We give details so that, people
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what it.
yeah. So for preparation, your NCRT books are very important. Your 6th to 10th standard NCRT textbooks, history, geography, civics, economics, and your humanities textbooks. So those are very important. Then the Government of India Economic Survey, then polity papers, and yeah, newspaper reading. Yeah, it's very important.
Oh, so reading is an extremely important thing,
Yes,
right? We
yes,
cannot be
yes,
late.
yes, yes.
Okay. And how did you get into all these projects? Like, I'm sure it must have come for everybody, but somebody gets, I mean, somebody like a Teresa gets selected, while there may be another 50 people standing in a queue and wondering what was that extra special thing that made us, it helped you with these projects. And I mean, you told me with the projects you got more idea of what can be done.
uh, I think, with each thing you improve. Like when I was in SNDT, that was a very nice environment. You interact with people from different, different streams, commerce, arts, different streams. Then I had a different environment at Government College of Nursing, Trivandrum. There, it is a very different environment. You have, like, suddenly there'll be mass casualties at the night you have to go. Then I think there's a lot of politics also there, so you keep all, all these health ministers comes and speaks, you get a different idea. Then, MSc was a different, you learn more about research, teaching practice, how to interact with students. You get a different this thing. Then when I was in GF18 project, I got a different, that is administration. How the project works, what are the, the problems faced, different aspects, which we might have ignored. So, when from each aspect you can learn a lot, all clinical, teaching, then even the project, yeah. And this along with, I can never stop stressing the importance of newspaper reading, because that is very important.
Okay.
Yes.
You're very young. When did you graduate from LT? Because I wasn't even there anywhere when you were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you graduate?
Ma'am, I graduated in 2007. Yeah.
2007.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you answered some of my questions, but anyway, I'll still clarify some of it so that the listeners can get a clear picture. So, what skills
Yeah.
from nursing have you carried forward to your present position? I mean, what are the things that you could really make use of from there?
It's hard work, dedication, perseverance.
All these are from nursing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if nursing has made us do hard work, and if it has made us feel that we should be
Dedication.
dedicated to what we do, this is going to be
Yes.
beneficial for everybody. Okay. Any subjects that helpful, or were all subjects helpful
Yes.
to you?
Yes.
Anything from there?
Yes.
Because we need to know whether, yeah.
Integrity, compassion. Yeah.
Okay. So those are all
Yeah.
non-textbook skills, meaning these are things that you got on the side by
Yes.
by the mat by the
Yes.
learned nursing. These are skills. I mean, these are non unseen things that you gained, right?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell us. So the next question is actually irrelevant, but anyway, I want to clarify. Do you ever regret having done nursing? Do you think from the beginning you could have just gone straight away into?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It gives an experience. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
What kind-
Yeah.
What I mean, experience as in it was useful. That is what you're saying. It was
Yes,
great
yes,
to
yes.
us. Okay.
Teresa ma'am,
Yes, yes,
How
I'm
do you?
having a
Yeah,
question. Yeah.
Rupa,
No.
continue. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I'll take
I'm
over
having,
later.
yeah, I have a one question. Like, have you ever get benefited, or, when you are representing yourself in your current job profile, that you are a nurse, sometimes we get added benefit. I just wanted to ask you that ever you got, during your work profile, you, as ma'am said, half of the question is done from the ma'am side. But I really wanted to know कि आपको कभी अभी करंट जॉब में
Uh,
नर्स
so I did
रिप्रेजेंट
a
करने को
service
मिला है?
journey. Yes, yes.
या
No, no, no. Current job, it is actually a different field, but it has helped in the civil service preparation as such. The ethics part, we have a paper ethics. Then, the content, motivation, dedication. It has helped me in my interview actually in civil service. There are 3 stages. There is the preliminary stage, there is the mains, and there's the interview. So I remember the first time when I went for civil service interview. So yeah, so I remember a lot of questions were related to nursing in my interview. So yes, that's it. But
डेफिनेटली
in my job, as such, it hasn't come.
ग्रेट
Hello, ma'am.
या
Yeah.
वी कैन हियर यू क्लियरली मैम इट्स क्लियर
Yes,
एंड
ma'am.
लाउड
Yes, yes, yes.
या
Yeah, ma'am.
या ओवर टू श्री मैम
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
you did say something, but we want to be clear. What other skills did you have to upgrade? Like I heard you telling something about postgraduate diploma, but it was so quick. So I need you to clearly tell us that other than nursing, what other qualifications you required or you had to learn to be efficient for the present position? What continuing education have you done?
After coming, the government of India, when it selects you, it gives you a lot of training. So, as soon as you're selected, we have a foundation course in Masuri, which is a 3 months foundation course, in which you can interact with a lot of eminent personalities. Then they give you training in a lot of things, team building, leadership qualities, public administration, economy, history, art and culture. You learn to appreciate India's various art and culture. Then after coming to your specific service, like Indian Revenue Service, we have, we have parliamentary visit. We have visits to, we have to go and meet the President of India, then the Finance Minister. Then we have a Bharat Darshan where, uh, we are, we learn to appreciate the different aspects of India. Other than that, we are giving training in different spheres like legal, like we get a post graduation in business and taxation laws, then accounting, commerce, which is the basic part, in Indian Revenue Service. Then we have training in international taxation. We have an international attachment. So whatever the different specific skill sets are required for the job, those are acquired during our training. Yeah.
So it's a
Hello, ma'am.
lot of learning and more
Yes.
learning, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's a continuous so learning never stops. Like
Yes,
we
ma'am.
once
Yes,
upon a
ma'am.
time thought, once you graduate, kalas, no need to study. We are all free. We
No,
get
no, ma'am.
salary
It
and
is a
money and
continuous
enjoy life.
learning. It is a continuous learning process. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So you're stationed now where?
I'm stationed at
Talking close
Mumbai,
to.
ma'am. Mumbai,
Okay.
Mumbai. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, tell us something more. Like, how do you cope? Like, if there is a stress in your in the job, which could be even in nursing. So this is why
Yes,
it's a
yes,
general
yes.
question. How do
Yes,
you
yes.
cope with stress? But different. It might be a different stress because I think I don't know. I'm
Yes,
thinking only
yes.
patient related.
Yes, yes, yes. I have gardening. I love gardening. I have a good
Okay.
garden.
Mhm.
I love painting, but nowadays I'm not getting that much time to paint. And I love reading. And nowadays I'm more into reading travelogues and all. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you keep yourself occupied with this. When you have little time, you do other
Yes,
things other
yes.
than work, other than
Yes, ma'am.
professional.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
In a city like Bombay, you're really lucky if you have a little garden and time to spend your time in the garden, because I also live there. I have
Yeah,
my
yeah,
own
yes.
house,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
lucky to have like that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay.
May I?
Rupa, you want to continue, or anybody else wants to ask her questions?
Question, ma'am.
Because she
Teresa,
told her
ma'am.
story so quickly. Actually, I think she
Yeah.
maybe a
And
little more longer.
it's feel like rapid fire. The moment we are sending the question, it takes time to raise the question, and she's just answering yes, khatam. And I was like, "Arre?" So yeah, Teresa,
Uh,
ma'am, I really wanted. Please don't take it personally, but really, we want your opinion because, as you know, we recently have a national education policy, and we really wanted because you were a nurse, you were a clinical nurse, you worked as a faculty, so and you had an exhaustive and very interesting training during your civil services and when you cleared your IRS. So now you are the best person who can tell that what are the area would you like to incorporate in nursing education? Because you must have felt little gap also. So I really wanted to listen
a
from
good
you
question.
on that area so that we can improve ourselves because today as the whole motive of the show is let's improve ourselves. So therefore I really wanted to ask your question, and it's your subjective and it's a very personalized answer. It's nothing to related that we are talking about the policy or something like that. What area do you think that we should add in nursing education so that we will be having better motivated nurses for the future? Over to you. Are you there, Teresa ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm able to hear. Can you
Yeah.
just repeat the question? I think I missed some
Yeah.
parts
Okay,
in
so
between.
I'm
Yeah,
just straightforward. What are the
yeah,
area
yeah,
you would love to incorporate in nursing education?
yeah. I think,
Like, what is a gap that you think we can add something more to become a little more better individual?
yes, ma'am. I think, in the present, I think it's my personal opinion. Yes,
Yeah, Teresa ma'am,
yeah.
let me tell you,
That's
we are
fine.
just
Personal
asking your
opinion is
personal
fine.
opinion as
Yes,
a
yes,
person
yes,
because you worked as a tutor also, faculty
yes,
also.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think, in colleges, especially in India, I think the students should be told about, all the career options. Like, suppose, if you want to go to clinical, these are the job options. There are careers like in army. I have a very good friend, my batchmate from MSc, who got into the army. Now she's posted at Pune. Different options, so that when a person comes into nursing, each person individual is different, and their skill set, their aptitude, their they can bloom in like different areas. One might be a teacher, one could be a very good administrator. So I think students should know right from start, a kind of career counseling where okay, these are the options. Like, if you want to go, these are the entrance examinations in nursing, like all the central government exams. If you want to go abroad, people are very aware about the exams, like MOH, NCLEX, RN, TOEFL, etc., IELTS. But many people are not aware about, especially the administrative areas. They can go for masters in, hospital administration, then in Sri Chitra Hospital now. They can go for many other degree, research degrees. They can go for, they can try for civil service examinations. They can go for state administration, examinations. People don't realize that once they come to administration, they can actually make an impact at the policy level. Because when we do MSc, we may do researches, we may make thesis and all, but the guidelines which we suggest, they somehow don't reach up to the policy making level. They can go to the library. I'm telling about the administrative aspects for the betterment of nurses. So students should right from the start be told, okay, if you want to go, you can even go to the administrative level. And I think nurses are not that much visible in positions other than the hospital. You know, like you were telling, you are a coordinator for WHO. I don't think many people are aware even that there are such vacancies available for people from nursing backgrounds. So yeah, they should be made aware about posts. You know, WHO, all this coordinatorship posts. I was a coordinator for the GF18 project, and it adds a lot of experience. You know, especially the administrative side, which can be useful. And I think people should be, you know, the students should be encouraged to write, if they have an aptitude, if they have a knack for it, even to write the civil service examination. And if they have the dedication, they can surely achieve it. And for example, now I am in the Indian Revenue Service. After 8 years, I can go to deputation to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. We have a deputation. So, you know, wherever my area of interest is, if I want to go for like women and child welfare, I can go there. If I want to go for health and family, like I can go there. So there are a lot of options where you can go to administrative level, policy making level, etc. So yeah, nursing students should be made aware about this, and I think newspaper reading newspaper should be, the importance should be stressed, because once students come to nursing, sometimes they totally focus on it. They totally forget about the what is happening in the other areas.
You're 100% correct. Wow. I mean, you said so well. Actually, you are my teacher now. Because see,
I know, madam.
like you said about making students aware, I'll tell you, I myself, even till today, like now I know, Teresa, because of you and because of Annis and because of few people, like we see small things on television. So we feel very proud, but we still really are not sure how this is being done. So maybe, I don't know how we should make people aware. We should have a digital, uh, some kind of a digital awareness program, because like see, you're only few of you. How many nurses are there now in India in the civil service? Do you know at all? Like, is it 5 or 10, or are there more than that? Maybe 5?
Yeah, I think five. Yeah. Yes,
Because
ma'am. Yes.
because recently Annis has been on the WhatsApp like crazy, and so many
But that
things.
was a fake video. That was a fake video.
Yeah, I know. The one in red dress was absolutely fake, because her.
Yes. Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
I mean, when you look at her, we can make out that the other person is absolutely not the. So I have been writing saying this person is not we see in the television. But I'm saying, but it's an awareness. It's nice to. I mean, that is what is giving us awareness. Before this, we didn't even know about this.
Yes, ma'am.
So 5
Especially,
nurses.
there should be, career counseling kind of thing, in fourth year, third year, especially, not in the final year, third year, so that the students know, yeah, these are the options.
But
In
how do we do
colleges.
this career counseling? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not, because honestly, see, no, which nurses would know? We are lucky now, you, but maybe like we can take small interviews of people. But see, this is now because I know you as an ex-LT member, that we know, okay,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know a nurse in civil service. But maybe
Yes, ma'am.
everybody will not know who is there in civil service.
Yes.
Very hard. I'm saying, how do we get to this? How to do this career counseling? Seriously, any idea? Because you're like youngsters, I'm
Uh,
asking.
Yes, ma'am. And also, areas like, community health, outreach, project coordinators for many of these organizations like WHO and all, there are positions in which they, call for graduates from all stream, medicine, nursing, but people from nursing never, apply for it. They are not aware.
Okay. There's
So,
somebody raising their hand, Rupa. You can
yeah.
ask them what they
Ma'am,
want.
we are
Yeah,
having few
continue.
questions. Teresa, ma'am, we are having
Yeah,
few
sure.
questions on chat box.
Sure.
First of all,
Okay.
first question from my side: when you are coming and planning to come to Ministry in Health and Welfare, because this will be a great help for us, ma'am. So I'm just waiting that hope soon you will be finishing your 8 years and we'll be seeing you at Nirman Bhavan in Ministry of Health and Family Welfare.
That depends. A lot of factors. Chalo, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
agreed, but if you would, she's saying that's a great thing because you already
Yeah.
have a health.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. One question is, how do you manage conflict?
Hello, ma'am.
What do you do for the conflict management? Because now you are on that position where you must be having so many conflict at a workplace as well as a personal level also. So how do you manage conflicts, ma'am? What is your your ideation, and what is your uh, way of handling conflicts actually?
I think go to the base of the problem and solve
Okay, root cause analysis.
it. Yeah. Yes.
Good. So
Yeah.
our next question is, what are your future plans for nursing upliftments? We do understand that you are quite committed with your current job profile and it is not related with the health and as well as nursing. But do you think something for uplifting nursing?
Um, I think, the changes which are there, it should come from policy level.
Mhm.
And the students, they can do a lot, in keeping, they should know, like, how do I express it? Yeah. See, if the students focus, on careers by which they can enter into administration policy level and all, they can in fact be the next level of change. For example, I'll tell you, in uh, teaching and administration, the conditions in India are very good if you see. But if you go into clinical side, there are a lot of glass ceiling. There is a level, there is a level to which you can go. For example, in UK and US and all, there is concept of nurse practitioner, which is still not there in India, isn't it? So there are a lot of concepts
True.
which are still to come in India. So I think, with time and all this, the standards can, yeah, improve and all. Yeah. Hello.
Another
Somebody
question
has
from
asked
a,
you,
yeah,
yeah, somebody
Hello,
has
ma'am.
asked you, Teresa, whether you cleared the exam in the first time, because this I saw today in Anis's interview that she cleared it in the second time. So somebody is asking you if it is okay, please answer. If it's not, don't answer.
No, 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 no. I was in the Indian Postal Service, and then I got selected to Indian Revenue Service. Yeah.
No, no, before that, to get into Indian civil service, clearing the Indians at the first level exam. Did you do it at the first attempt?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Did you clear the first level exams for Indian civil service in the first attempt? This is what somebody is asking.
Yeah. When I was working as a GFA team coordinator, I could write the mains exam. I cleared the prelims. I wrote the mains exam, but I missed the interview call by a few marks. So that was when I thought I'll resign my job. And then after resigning, when I wrote the exam, I cleared and I got selected for Indian Postal Service.
great.
Yeah.
Ma'am, there is a question. What is a lacking in our profession? It's again very personalized. We are not going to make it any statement out of that. Our nurses, because you can tell, what do you feel that what is lacking in nursing as a professionals? Don't take it
It's
in that
difficult
way.
to
Like,
tell. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
understand your diplomacy and,
No, 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 not
at
like that.
times,
I mean,
yeah,
if it's uncomfortable, don't answer.
yeah,
But
yeah,
what we
yeah.
are
Yeah.
nursing. See, you're
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
nurse at the
Yeah,
moment.
area of
Yeah, yeah,
improvement.
yeah.
We can take it in another way, like Teresa, ma'am, what do you think, as you had a background of nursing, what are the area of
Yes.
improvement do you think we should think as a nurses? Because, we are looking forward for the area of improvements to improve our profession. And therefore, we are working hard day and night.
Uh,
Okay. If you're not comfortable, pass.
Should I let me think about it? Yeah, let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
think about it.
We will be waiting for your WhatsApp reply for that.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Teresa,
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
I will tell you
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing. Actually, Rupa asked also. This is
Yeah,
regarding the
yeah.
nursing education itself. Actually,
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
helping to write a document because based on the new national education policy, which we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
recently,
Yes,
uh,
ma'am. Yes,
we
ma'am.
feel that, yeah, now if I mean, we are looking at the nursing curriculum. Now, when we
Yes,
look at
ma'am.
the nursing curriculum, it looks like we are actually over, to me, though I am 57 and almost going to retire. Now everybody
Yes,
is my
ma'am.
age.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
so
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
But I feel we are overburdening our future generation. So I'm sure, I don't know whether you know that there is nursing schools are now not getting full admissions in many. I mean, not like your medical college Trivandrum. I mean, first level are always full, but the
Yes,
second
yes.
we are not attracting enough candidates and we are not able to so at this rate we will face a shortage. So uh, in the curriculum, do you think that we need to, other than this counseling, the curriculum itself is too overburdening? Have you heard from anybody Or do you have an opinion because you just graduated much later than I did?
I mm, hello, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, we can
Like
listen
in
you.
was ma'am, like in which aspect? Like I think the
So it's saying
curriculum is
60
good. Hello.
hours. For example, we have
Yes, ma'am.
in 4 years, like something like a 6,600 hours in the curriculum.
Yes, ma'am.
And when we graduate, what is the salary that many nurses get is 12,000 and
Yes,
14,000 and
yes,
things like
yes,
that.
yes, yes,
So you
yes,
look at the effort that the education system puts and the
yes, yes,
outcome of it. And I
yes,
personally feel that this is not worth it. Like if you look at curriculums abroad, they do probably 1/3, like my present curriculum in SQU where I'm in Muscat. Our
yes, ma'am.
total curriculum is less than 3,000 hours. And we
Okay,
still are
okay. Yes, yes, yes. Hello,
being
ma'am.
pass, and my students still get admission to US. Uh,
Okay.
are we overdoing in India? In your experience as a teacher and as a student?
I think this is my personal opinion. You know, where if you
Definitely,
feel
yeah.
there is a
You're a nurse.
repeated, if there is a like repeated areas or some areas which have become redundant, so they can be removed. And the latest advances, latest practices, best practices, they can be included so that it is in trend with whatever are the current international guidelines. And there are a lot of areas where people can create posts. For example, school health nurses I haven't seen. Like we have Kendriya Vidyalayas and all, so posts for nurses, they're pediatric nurses or school health nurses, full time. There are a lot of posts where the public, it is visible to the public but outside the hospital setup, you know
True. Yeah.
yeah,
Actually,
Kendriya
there is
Vidyalayas,
a
you
very
but
relevant.
people have to work hard to create a post. That is very difficult. But you know, is there a post? I'm not aware because I studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. There was no post there.
Right. What you're saying is
Uh-huh.
perfectly right. Actually, yesterday, see, this is we are not I'm not living currently in a democratic country. But
Yeah.
just yesterday, there was a news in Oman that 788 schools will have school health nurses. I think this
Yes.
is
Yes. Yes.
all the schools in Oman, and
Yes.
they
Yes.
have created a job for Omani nurses. So every school will have school health nursing. How quickly they are able to, you know, transition into this. We are a
Yes. Yes.
completely and we are a completely all BSc country, meaning there is only in army there is a diploma program, but every other there is no school of nursing anymore. There is everything entry level is BSc. So what the
Yes. Yes.
country is doing is converting the diploma students quickly into BSN and giving everybody a base level BSN. So these kind of things happen in small countries. I actually sit outside and appreciate some of the good things, meaning because we are a democracy, this will take another 50 years, I think.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So your point is very right. So for these kind of things, can outside people work, Teresa, or only administrative people can work? This is also a valid question.
See for
For
this.
example,
Hello. Tell ma'am.
hmm, to create this post, who should work and from where we should get support? I mean,
See the there should be a the paper, like you are giving key. Um, See, you have to write, you have to give a like suggestion kind of thing, okay, these are the number of schools, these many students are there, there are many needs, like vaccination will be there, daily first, first
proposal.
aid. So you have to, write a short paper kind of thing. What is the requirement? Why do you need a person like that? And the request paper should go from the nursing side. Hello? Hello, ma'am.
Okay,
It
Yes,
okay.
should
ma'am,
go
we can
from
hear you,
there.
ma'am.
So, so it should go from, the Directorate of Nursing. So whatever in a state, or if it's a central government, from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the apex position of nursing, or if it's the state level, if it's in a state school, state government school, at state level, we have Directorate of Nursing Education, Directorate of Nursing Service. From there it should go. So if it's at a,
Oh.
if it is for Kendriya Vidyalaya, it should go from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the nursing section. You know, there is a demand, and you know, we have so many graduate nurses, so they can fill. So yeah. And you
That's a
have to give
very good
examples
suggestion.
of, you have to give examples of counterparts. For example, US, or yeah, like whichever countries are there. I think in South Korea it is there, in US it is there. I think even in Gulf, as you told, it is coming. So with, you know, good backing, the policy, like the suggestion should go. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. See, this is what is a great help, dear Teresa. So I think the people who are listening, isn't it, Rupa? Like
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
have a,
You know, my next question was pertaining to that, and thank you very much, Teresa, ma'am, for answering this question.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I wanted to ask you that people keep complaining about the system and other things, but they don't know how to go about it. You know,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
so people like you can guide us in that. Definitely, you know, you first of all you should have a better idea about the policy. Anna,
Yes,
and
yes,
then, as you said, that backup with the good policy from the other country and a counterpart, something like that. It's a great thing to adding in our knowledge, and if you really wanted to speak a little more about it, we'll be more than happy to listening you about it.
sure,
Then
sure, ma'am.
I'll be asking another question.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so you know, as you said, that we have to create a advocacy, if
Yes,
I'm not
yes, yes.
you know, mistaken. So yeah, it's always in my mind that there should be a nursing advocacy. You know, people should know about the scope, one advocacy in the society, that you know, nurses are you know, with the so much skills and knowledge, and they can do many things. They are not just for the typical things what people used to think, because that is how people will motivate their children to enter into the nursing with the grace. Next is advocacy in term of about colleges, nursing colleges for the students, that what are the various scopes. So ma'am, my question to you, I'll let you tell you, like, you got a opportunity to work on a project. You know, you are in charge of a project, and people ask you, like WHO ask you to be a social hearing and a campaign manager, and
Okay.
now you have to create nursing advocacy pertaining to scope. So how, you know, we really wanted to know your creative idea, how will add value to this idea, and how will create this campaign.
Like in which aspect? Like I didn't
Yeah,
get your question, ma'am,
yeah.
properly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my question is, as you said there, that students should know about the scope of nurses beyond academic and clinical.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
so
Yes.
now we really wanted to create a campaign, like, you know, everybody know about the NCLEX,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows about the CGFNS. Why people are not knowing about the various other field, like as we were discussing about the developmental field. You know,
Yes, yes, yes,
nurses
yes.
much needed in the developmental field,
Yes,
nurses
yes,
much needed in the international NGOs, nurses much
yes, yes,
needed in the international agencies where the
yes,
policies are
yes,
making. Because
yes,
from
yes,
where policy making starting, that's starting
yes,
from the ground level. and
yes, yes,
and that ground level nurses are not there. So
yes,
definitely
yes.
that technical information doesn't go, you know, upward in a right way. So just, you know, as you said, that it is good for the students also and faculty also, that how they can create this nursing advocacy about the scope.
I think, you know, whoever is at the nursing leadership post, you know, whenever international organizations approach it, so they should communicate all this information to the ground level. You know, whenever, you know, international organizations come, okay, these are the posts, or if NGOs come, okay, these are the posts. I think there should be information dissemination. It should not just stop at one place, but you know, people everywhere in all the states, all the nursing colleges should be aware, okay, these posts are there, so that students are encouraged to, you know, apply for these posts depending upon their knack, you know, their talent, or you know, different people, some might want to work in an NGO, some might want to work in a clinical setting, some might want to work in a college. So depending upon their, you know, aptitude or attitude, so they can choose, you know, their area of work which they are comfortable in. Some might be wanting to work in a community setting, some may want to work in a school. So you know, people are aware that various settings where they can work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are soon going to be end of the show. Sri ma'am, do you
Yeah.
have any question? Otherwise, I request Teresa ma'am to give us take-home lesson messages. Yeah, over to you,
No,
ma'am.
no. I mean, yeah, I'm fine. I actually asked about all the questions, and I had only 4 questions, and she happily answered them, so I'm fine. Some of them
Yeah.
were very quick, but she was okay. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Teresa ma'am, now we really wanted to know about your life philosophy and your ideology, and
Yes,
that
ma'am.
keeps you motivated, as well as this will be a life-changing theory and philosophy for our listener and the students. And I really want a special message for our students.
Yeah. To all the students who are listening, I'll say follow your heart. Decide where you want to go. Do you want to go to clinical nursing? Do you want to go to teaching? Do you want to go to administration? Or do you want to go for policy making? So depending on that, choose your career. And always be proud and always, work hard and you will achieve whatever you want. So yeah, even if it is, and I'll say, diverge out to other fields also, so that nurses are more visible to the public outside the hospital setting also. Now of course nurses are very important, especially in this COVID pandemic and all. Their role is becoming important, but even in normal times, students should know about the various opportunities. And yeah, work hard with dedication. And yeah, if you have interest and act like in an administration and all, please prepare for service, like central, like service, civil service examination, state civil service examination, etc., so that you can come to a position of policy making and administration. Yeah, work hard and with dedication, and you'll achieve your goal. Yeah.
Great. And
Yeah,
now it's
man.
time for the take-home message for all of us.
I
That's
think
what
I
she
told.
said, I suppose.
Hello,
That's
ma'am.
what she said.
No,
That's
ma'am.
what she
See,
said.
Yeah.
Yes.
I asked purposely for the students, and now I really wanted to know, as you said, it's very rightly you said that you love gardening, and let me tell you, everyone who are listening us on Zoom as well as on Facebook, people who are involved with the nature. And especially nature, like I cannot say that go for the tracking, and especially in the COVID era it is not at all possible, but people who are involved in gardening and other things, they are having the lesser chances of getting depressed, and they are always having a feeling of absolute happiness. So that happiness is conserved if you are close to nature. So it's a very good suggestion by you, ma'am, that you said that you are, that is how I can see that you are conserving your energy and happiness inside, and that's we can see on your face also. So now it's a take home lesson for everyone, like whatever you can tell even any great quote which you follow in your life.
uh, there was this, the famous quote is there now. If you wish for something from the bottom of your heart, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. So I have found this very true in my life. Like, I wanted to like crack the civil service examination, and I worked hard. And even though there were many obstacles, I finally achieved it. So I know, if you have the right mentors, if you have the right track, and if you put your hard work, you can surely achieve it. Yeah.
Great. May
That
I
is,
ask?
that is Rhonda. She's talking of secret, from the book Secret
Secret.
of
The secret.
Secret. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the book The Secret
my
by Rhonda. What? Rhonda Z something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
next question is, which is your favorite book, as you said that you love reading?
uh, I have many books. I'll say the short story. I There is a short story by O. Henry, The Gift of Maggie. I love it
Ah,
very much.
okay. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. Gift of Magi. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello,
that's
ma'am. Yes.
lovely, that's lovely.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah.
I was having something in my mind, but because of this book thing,
In
all
fact, during
vanished
my
away.
UPSC interview,
Yeah.
during UPSC interview, we have a detailed application form where you write all, where your short biodata, where you graduated from, where you work, what are your interests, what are your hobbies. So I written reading as my hobby. So I was asked like, okay, which is your favorite book? So I remember I had told The Gift of Maggie. And yes, another one I really like this, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I had read it long back, but I don't know. I still like that book. And of course, yeah, short
Wow.
stories by O. Henry.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very much, Teresa ma'am, for giving us time, sparing, whole 1 hour with us, and, sharing your life story in such a simple way. Like, we never had such a simple story out of a complicated hard work, years of years. But thank you
Yes,
very
ma'am.
much. I
Yeah.
request Devi ma'am if she would like to conclude in few words, and then I will be sending my
Okay.
closing
So I
remarks.
actually see from the whole month, and then Teresa has actually lovely concluded it so well, that because we heard all through this 4 or 5 day series that people talked about think out of the box or think differently. This was a message we got through all the 5, and Teresa has again confirmed it that we shouldn't be going conventional. We should think something different. Second, do not be afraid of taking a risk.
Yes.
All the 5
Very
of
true.
them third have actually, if I remember correctly, I may be a bit wrong, have left their jobs and tried to follow their career, and found that it was not the end of the world. And actually, I think even my story is like that. Like, don't have to go the beaten track. Make your own track. Like, find your own, make your own way. So this is another message that all 5 have given, and she has confirmed it once more. And then there is no shortcut to success. This is the third message I get from everybody. All those who went the unconventional way, whether it was even last week, whether it was Preeta and all of them, they've all taken on something, and not been afraid, of doing something in a different way. And there is no shortcut. They all had to work hard, study extra. So this is 3. 4, learning is lifelong. You ask me to conclude and you get a lecture, honestly. I think she definitely confirmed that learning is lifelong. And we as nurses, actually, you asked this question to Teresa, but I will answer it on behalf of Teresa. One of the things, I'm not generalizing, but generally, nurses need definitely to keep up. They are, I mean, at 57, I've realized this, that there is no end to learning. And every day we have to accept change and we have to learn. While we generally nurses become, once we get a job, we think it's the end, like close your books. We do not have this urge to continue and to keep on learning or to keep on reading. So learning is continuous. Simple things like newspaper reading, which we have forgotten in this digital age, is what Teresa is telling you again and again. How many of us have newspapers coming home and we read the editorial? I'm sure that is her favorite page. Is it, Teresa? Which page is favorite? Is it
Yeah,
the
we
middle
have to
page?
go through the editorials. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that is the middle,
Editorials.
something
Yes,
at the
yes,
fourth or fifth, where there is
yes,
so much of
yes, yes.
information. Yes. So editorial page. So simple thing like newspaper reading, which I don't think anybody spoke about it. This is a new thing that Teresa added. And I'll tell you honestly, I haven't been reading newspaper because in this country at the moment with COVID, there is no physical newspaper and there is no fun in reading digital. 4 or 5 things. And young students, or young students of nursing. The last message, I won't talk long. Last message: nursing is has so much of scope. Young students must actually make it. I used to tell this even when I have gone few years ago to Pune and all this. Like, why everybody has to stick to hospital and to teaching? There is so many more jobs. Like Teresa did mention in many words, entrepreneurship. Nursing entrepreneurship is a new subject that in our college in SQU we have added it as a subject. See, so the curriculum, I'm happy she said that, because I'm happy that our curriculum is, if you look at our curriculum, even today, the Indian Nursing Council, the same old things, child health, nursing, psychiatry, there is some basics needed. But this time they've added some electives. But where is entrepreneurship? Where is something different out of the box? Nothing like that is added. And like she said, change, I have confirmed myself, though I said it's the last point, that we as nurses have to bring our own change. So we have to start writing to the, probably we should start telling the directorates of our state and to the directors of our national level, continuously keep writing that this is our demand, this is what we need, which we have not been doing, I haven't done. And I think all the youngsters, Chris and Rupa and everybody, we should now start writing through different forums, individual, not as individuals, either as CNRS or as a nurse talk show or as what to say, in different associations for the demands that we are making. So paper writing, proposal writing, she has given us that clue. This is an important learning. With this, I stop. I talk too much. I'm sorry, but I think these are the few things that she said. Teresa, can you
Yes,
confirm?
ma'am. Especially what you told about nursing entrepreneurship, I think that is very important.
Hmm.
They will learn. Many people have lots of ideas, but they don't know like whether should I take a risk or not. So if that is included into the curriculum, it will be very good.
Yeah. With that
Yes,
note,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
again,
That's
I
a very
wanted to,
nice point.
yeah, Teresa ma'am, I'm sincerely grateful on the behalf of whole You the Nurse Talk Show team for
Thank you,
sparing
ma'am.
time coming to us and, sharing so much, your inside stories and adding our knowledge. So with that note, we are at the end of the show and really wanted to thank each and everyone who are watching us. Moreover, at the end, I would say one line that complacency is a killer of your creativity. Every human being is unique. Respect your uniqueness and please work hard to just hone your uniqueness. So it's a high time that we should create our own benchmark. Don't wait, the other one will be telling you. And one word which Teresa ma'am was keep telling you is a mentorship. Please, please, please surround yourself with the good people who are mentor, good people who are appreciating, constructive, positive, and you will see there is a whole change. There is a no short of many Teresa are waiting for us in future and shining on the shining on the sky of administration and helping us to bringing nurses and uplifting the nursing profession. With that note, I really wanted to thank each and everyone once again for watching our show and be there. Don't forget to join us next Friday, same time, and at the Zoom as well as on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.